Happy New Year's to all my Grow Rich, Grow Happy community, all my free thinkers. My message is simply this to kick off this New Year's. If you still think that wealth is out of reach for you and your family, then it always will be. Welcome back to Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. People, I want to talk about Bitcoin. And I want to talk about Bitcoin because I want to show you guys something with Bitcoin right now that's going on, with some conversations that's being had right now about Bitcoin and why I believe that a lot of people are kind of late to the party when it comes to Bitcoin. I know you're getting a lot of information that's saying you're not too late, just buy a little bit here and there. I believe that ship has sailed. Some of you might feel different, but I believe that to grow the significant wealth that you're looking for, you really need to be concentrating on a few other things. That's not to say that Bitcoin is not going to flourish. It's not going to blow past 200,000 this particular year. But I still think the bulk of the money is about to be made in altcoins. That's what we're going to be talking about this episode, guys. I've been doing a lot of thinking, reading, just pulling back from social media a bit. I think that is good and is healthy for the mindset, especially those of you out there that are truly striving for something that you've never had. You have to withdraw so that you can always make sure that your opinions that you're formulating are your own and that you can get a sense of self. I tend to do that. Well, if this is your first time here, first off, I want to thank all of my new subscribers, guys, for you truly made 2024 for me amazing. The channel grew leaps and bounds, further than I actually projected that it would go. So I want to thank all of you guys, and I want to continue sharing these videos with people who want to wake up. Again, my goal with this channel is always to make crypto a lot less complicated, because I understand that sometimes you're so far in the weeds that you overcomplicate things, and it also causes you to miss out on a lot of opportunities. So I try to simplify things and just have you look at it from a different perspective. That's what it's about. Anyway, so again, smash that like button. That's the only thing I ask for you to do. Smash it, share it if you find this stuff encouraging and helpful, knowledgeable, educational. Share these videos. Check out the all of the freebies down below. I do have freebies over at the website. You'll see that over down below as well. For those of you who are just looking to start your crypto journey, there's downloads, free PDFs and things that I put together that are always over there free of charge. I ask that you drop your email over there as well, because I'm going to have a newsletter coming out. It'll be free of charge, and that'll be coming out in soon. I'm gonna be working on that. But other than that, make sure you get you a Tangem wallet, guys. I have 10% off down below. We are right here at the beginning of the altcoin season. Things are about to take off, and the last thing I want you to do is lose your precious crypto. So check that out. And guys, let's continue talking about Bitcoin and what's going on with Bitcoin. We're going to jump over here, because to do that, I want to show you where altcoin season is. Let's pop over here real quick, and I'm on my favorite project, low-key project that just really had its start, and it's really, they handling things. I'm over here on Spectre AI. Guys, they have a beautiful platform, where, they can take a lot of guesswork out of cryptocurrency and show you how to read charts. If you're not the best at charts, this platform will do it all for you, guys. And they have a free version, but they also have a cheaper version right now that you can get started with, where you can get pretty much all the bells and whistles for like 500 Spectre AI tokens. This community has profited from Spectre AI for ever since I brought it to you guys at low dollars. So now they're doing extremely well, I feel, in my opinion. I believe they're just under their high, but they're at $3.48, which I think is still as well. But anyway, look at right here at altcoin season index, and you'll see that we're at the 47 right now out of 100. For us, we were down here. We were at like 60 or 70, I believe, in the altcoin season like a month ago. But things have slightly pulled off. The fear and greed index, that has pulled off as well, as I told you guys. This is the time where there's not a lot of action going on in the crypto space, but this is also the time where you need to be taking advantage of these sales. This is the time you should be buying. Those of you out there trying to buy Casper, XRP, Spectre AI, Internet Computer, the Root, yada, yada. Whatever it is you're into, now's the time to be buying it before things take off. We do know the inauguration is coming up on the 20th, and we know with this Gary Gensler stepping down, new blood is going into the office that is a lot more crypto friendly. We know things are going to be taking off, and once they do, that is not the time to try to grab your tickets. That's what I'm always pushing on this channel. Grab things now while we're early. Okay, now, what I love about Spectre AI, and I'm going to get over here because they have a news section as well. And I was looking at something that Jerome Powell said. And where is it? Federal Reserve Chair. Listen to what he said about Bitcoin, guys, because this is interesting. And we're going to discuss this. Okay, turn it up.
Or in the Federal Reserve itself, in terms of the system. I don't think that's how people think about dollar war in the Federal Reserve itself. In terms of the system, what do you think of that idea? I don't think that's how people think about it. I mean, it's so, people use Bitcoin as a speculative asset, right? It's like gold. It's just like gold, only it's virtual. It's digital. People are not using it as a form of payment or as a store of value. It's highly volatile. It's not a competitor for the dollar. It's really a competitor for gold. That's really how I think of it.
Now, I think that's interesting. We're going to come back because I want to show you something else. But I think that's interesting that he said that, because this is what we talked about. I don't think Bitcoin is a competitor of the dollar. I believe that the competitor is gold. I believe that because people are not out here trying to spend their Bitcoin. They're trying to hodl it like people do gold. And I don't know how you guys feel about precious metals, but I also believe in buying precious metals, silver, gold, jewels, gems, things of that nature. I believe that they're a good source to have in your possession because, times could get hard. You might have to go hock them at a pawn shop or something. Places like that. So I believe that that's how people are holding their Bitcoin now. Just look at Michael Saylor and how he's snatching it up. And there's some stuff in the news about that as well. I covered that. But now, just like I said, a lot of people are frowning upon him because it's hurting the stock in the short term. It's causing their stock to flip flop a little bit because he's using a lot of money to buy up as much Bitcoin as he possibly can. And a lot of people are not agreeing with that. And I believe that might be some of the board members, which is why he hired Brian Brooks and the likes of them to maybe get that vision across. But when I look at Bitcoin and I look at what's going on with Bitcoin, everybody's snatching it up. I know they're saying that you can buy Bitcoin. You can use your Bitcoin to buy coffee. And they're showing different people. I think they showed Trump using his Bitcoin to buy coffee. It's still not something I see people are going to flock to do because people are not going to spend their Bitcoin. I guarantee you, guys, a lot of you watching this channel who have Bitcoin, I guarantee you're not going to spend it. You're holding it because you want to hold it and see how far it's going to go. And the only other thing that they hold like that is gold. So I believe Jerome Powell does have a point, which means, and you notice he said it's not a competitor of the dollar. So that makes me look at that and say, so what is? Could it be XRP? Could it be something that cryptocurrency in general, but when you look at the tokens that we talk about constantly on this channel, the ISO 20022 tokens, are they a competitor to the dollar? Dollar don't hold much weight now. So when I see stuff like that and he make it a point to say Bitcoin is not that competitor, I don't believe it is. But I think XRP could end up being. You guys let me know down below what you think of that. Let's jump back over here because I want to show you something else real quick. As I went down, we're going to talk. Actually, I saw something else because I showed you guys where we were with that altcoin season. But I saw another interesting one. Now, look at what's going on with Bitcoin now. For all of my people out there, all of my channel members who hold a nice sum of Bitcoin, you guys are good. You guys were smart. You got in on Bitcoin early and you held it. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those people. I'm not hating. That was smart. My advice to you, hold on to it. Listen to this, what they're saying is going to happen. They say there is near 100% guarantee that a U.S. state will begin to buy Bitcoin. We will know who in the next 4 months is happening. Again, when they're buying it as that store, like kind of like the Federal Reserve that I showed you the Bitcoin bill. That's what a state is going to be doing. And that's what other states are probably going to end up doing as well as countries. We see countries doing it. That is going to just take the price of Bitcoin up even further. So if you got some Bitcoin, my opinion is hold it. I think that for the average everyday American who don't really have $100,000 to drop on Bitcoin, you've missed that boat. Now, I'm sorry, you have it. When the bear market hit, it's going to scale back, but is it going to scale back to the point where someone who has a normal 9-to-5, they're not making much money, they're barely staying afloat, can they jump in and buy a lot of Bitcoin? No. So this is why I try to point people towards some of the altcoins that are about to blow. You got your XRPs, you got your H-bar, you got these plays like that. You got your Casper. Regardless how you feel about it, I believe it's going to blow. So I try to get people into these assets which the average everyday Joe can afford, and they could possibly blow up to a point where they can afford to buy an entire Bitcoin. So that's what that's about. But this, I'm not going to play this because it's pretty much going to reiterate what I just said about a state being the one to buy. They did float around the idea that that state could be Texas. Yeah, go figure. So they said within 4 months, we will know what state that is. You guys drop below. Which state do you think it's going to be? I think it could be Texas, but what other state are out there that could be thinking about buying it? So that is the one thing I wanted to cover. And the last thing that I wanted to cover on here is big Twitter member said that, where is it? Oh man, here we go. Altcoins, it is. I think it's altcoins. Wow, total. Hold on. Bitcoin, restaurant, Bitcoin drop. Altcoin season be tricky. Here we go. Says here, and this is Crypto Rover. I also follow him over on Twitter. He drops a lot of relevant stuff. He says that the Bitcoin dominance is about to drop extremely hard, and altcoin season will be triggered this January. And he puts up the chart right here. And he's showing past years, guys, what has happened when January hit. And I believe he's absolutely correct. If you look here, when halving started back in 2016, then you hit New Year, boom, where did it happen? Guys, you look at history to see where we're going in the future. And then we went down a little bit, halving cycle right here. Then we go up to New Year right here. And then you go here. And we're right here, guys. So history repeats itself, which I believe that it will. This is what you're going to be looking at. So I believe, guys, we're about to be in for the ride of our lifetime. So hold on, get in on your some of these altcoins that we've talked about, guys. I know it's a lot of you out there that are still trying to stack Bitcoin, but if you don't have money like that, guys, you're not going to get the gains that people who are buying these altcoins and people who see and understand crypto. We understand them cycles. We understand how Bitcoin reaches a certain point, then it moves down into these altcoins. Gonna hit Ethereum first, and then from there it's gonna hit the XRPs and all of them. Things are gonna go to the roof, guys, and then it's going to rinse and repeat. It's going to start all over again, and we'll be having these conversations like this again for the next 4 years until it builds up, and then another cycle of millionaires will be made. You guys let me know down below. What do you think? What state do you believe is going to be the one to start stacking Bitcoin? Also, what do you think of Jerome Powell saying that Bitcoin's competitor is not the dollar, it is gold? What do you think of that? And what do you think of this altcoin season? Do you think things are about to jump off the chain, guys? And they say we're about to head into a super cycle. That remains to be seen. I just think we're about to head into a big cycle for crypto, and with this with the legislation being so friendly and what's about to jump off this inauguration day, I think things are looking up for crypto. You guys, happy new year again. Thank you for being a part of this channel, and here's to a crazy 2025 for crypto. To the next one, guys, it's your boy